The electric atmosphere of Riyadh's Mohammed Abdu Arena was still crackling with residual energy. The main event of WWE Crown Jewel 2025 had just concluded, and it was Seth the Visionary Rollins who stood tall, his hand raised in victory after a brutal, emotionally charged war against his longtime rival, Cody Rhodes. But the real fireworks began after the bell. With the world watching, Rollins grabbed a microphone, his chest still heaving, and delivered a scorching promo that felt less like a victory speech and more like a declaration of war on the entire foundation of the WWE Universe. The match itself was an instant classic, a perfect blend of storytelling and savage in-ring psychology. For nearly 30 minutes, Rollins and Rhodes traded signature moves, near falls, and pieces of their souls. The narrative was clear: Cody, the perennial American nightmare chasing a legacy he feels was stolen, against Rollins, the self-proclaimed architect of the new era, who views Cody's quest as a self-indulgent fantasy. The final sequence was a masterclass in dramatic tension. Cody, fighting through a knee injury expertly targeted by Rollins throughout the match, managed to hit a crossroads. The arena erupted, believing the dream was alive. But Rollins, showing an incredible will to win, kicked out at the very last possible millisecond. The shock on Cody's face was palpable. Seizing the moment of disbelief, Rollins countered a second attempt into a vicious knee strike, followed by not one, but two consecutive stomps to finally secure the 3 count. As the pyro faded and the official announcement echoed through the arena, a determined Rollins refused to leave. He demanded a mic, his eyes burning with a mixture of triumph and contempt. "You all saw it," he began, his voice a low, seething growl that silenced the crowd. "You all witnessed the truth. You chanted for your hero, you sang his song, you bought the t-shirt, and you believed in the fairy tale. But the fairy tale." Cody Rhodes came back to this company talking about finishing the story. "Well, let me tell you something, the story is finished. I just wrote the final chapter." He talks about a title that his daddy never won. He talks about a legacy. But what is a legacy when the man chasing it can't even get past the visionary? He stopped, pointing a finger at the camera, directly addressing his fallen foe, who was being helped to the back. "You want to be the face of this company, Cody? You want to be the man? You have to go through me. And tonight, you found out you're not on my level. You never have been. I am the constant. I am the measuring stick. I was the architect when you left, I was the visionary when you returned, and I will be the king long after your story is a forgotten footnote." The promo was a cathartic release of years of simmering rivalry, dating back to their days in the Shield and beyond. Rollins positioned himself not just as a victor, but as the gatekeeper of WWE's top tier. This wasn't about a simple win, it was about shattering a narrative and asserting his own dominance in the most definitive way possible. The implications of this victory and the subsequent verbal assault are monumental. For Cody Rhodes, this is a devastating setback, perhaps the most significant of his current run. The path to the top of the mountain now seems longer and more treacherous than ever, with Rollins standing squarely in the way. For Seth Rollins, this is a career-defining win that cements his status as one of the most elite performers of his generation. He didn't just win a match at Crown Jewel, he made a statement that will echo through every arena for months to come. The war is far from over, but in the sands of Riyadh, Seth Rollins proved that his vision for WWE's future is one built on his own ruthless terms.